Here are 9 surprising money habits of millionaires, partly encouraged by the Millionaire Next Door and partly from my own research. See how many of these habits you can adopt to start building your own millionaire lifestyle. Number 1. Live below your means. Most people adjust their spending habits to match their income. They get a pay rise, and they immediately start booking nicer holidays or looking for a flashier car. That's called lifestyle creep, and it's the enemy of wealth. It's also why 40% of professional footballers end up filing for bankruptcy after retirement. If you always spend a high proportion of your salary, there's not much left to save or invest. And when your income dries up, there's nothing left to support you. Most of the rich people featured in the Millionaire Next Door live a relatively frugal lifestyle even as they start making more money. This means they can save or invest the difference, which eventually leads to millions in the bank. Number 2. Never buy a new car. This is so important that a whole section of the Millionaire Next Door is devoted to it. In the first 3 years, the average car loses up to 60% of its value. Therefore, those who insist on buying a brand new car must pay a high premium only to know that it has never been used. Smart millionaires may be able to buy a new car, but they are aware that doing so is a waste of money. You can save several $1,000s on a car in nearly new condition by purchasing one that is only 1 or 2 years old. Number 3. Choose a small home. Although it is related to lifestyle creep, the fact that housing is one of our greatest expenses merits its own topic. A large home is maybe one of our biggest status symbols, but the Millionaire Next Door type doesn't care about status symbols. Instead, they care about saving money to build real wealth so that they can retire early, create security. Warren Buffett famously still lives in a home he bought in 1958 for $31,500. A smaller home has the obvious benefit of a smaller rent or mortgage, but in addition, you're likely to spend less on tax, insurance, renovations, upkeep, and all those other things. Choosing a house that's cheaper than you can afford is one of the best financial decisions you can make. Number 4. Have multiple streams of income. Apparently, 3 sources of income make up 65% of self-made millionaires. 5 or more are owned by 29% of millionaires. The most typical types of income are interest on savings and bonds, dividends, real estate rental income, royalties, capital gains, revenue from their own businesses, and income from dividends. Having multiple streams of income means more money coming in to save and invest, and it's an extra layer of protection for if things go belly up at your day job. Millionaires rarely rely on just one income stream, because they know it's a risk. Even if you don't currently have enough money to start buying a business or investing in real estate, you can still start a side hustle. To get some extra revenue, try blogging, dog walking, or even babysitting. Number 5. Spend your time wisely. The typical millionaire may be surprisingly economical, but they don't mind spending cash when it will pay off in the long run. One illustration is outsourcing work that wouldn't be a good use of their time. Time is more valuable than money, especially when you have a high earning power. Wealthy people have no problem outsourcing chores like cleaning or household maintenance because they know they could make more money in that time than they'll spend paying someone else to do it. Outsourcing can also decrease stress and free up mental energy for more important things. Even if you can't afford a cleaner or personal assistant right now, look for time-saving and money-saving hacks, such as batch cooking or setting up automatic payments for bills and savings. Number 6. Spend time on self-improvement. Successful millionaires are aware that learning doesn't end with graduation. They devote time and resources to education, which is one factor in their success. It seems that the majority of CEOs read 1 book on average per week. Contrast that with the average person, who reads only 2 or 3 books a year. Reading 500 pages a day is advised by Warren Buffett, who claims that knowledge builds up like compound interest. Number 7. Limit your wardrobe. This one is twofold. Firstly, clothing is one of the biggest sections of the average family's budget. Keep clothes simple and you save money. Secondly, it cuts down on decision fatigue. Did you know our brain is only capable of making a finite number of decisions each day? Don't spend valuable time and decision-making energy on your wardrobe. Famous fans of this theory include Barack Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, and the late Steve Jobs. They're all known for wearing basically the same outfit every day, saving their mental energy for the big decisions. Number 8. Invest, not save. If you are new to personal finance, you might be focused on saving money. Maybe you save a certain portion of your income each month and transfer it to a separate savings account. That's awesome, but it's not enough to make you rich. Of course, a cash savings account is very important. You should aim to have several months' expenses in an emergency fund so you can deal with unexpected events without getting into credit card debt. But the problem with a normal savings account is that interest rates are typically very low and don't match inflation over time. This means your money in the bank is actually worth less as time goes on. Wealthy people know that you have to invest extra cash in income-generating assets, such as stocks or rental property. This means your money will grow faster than inflation and should make you more money over time. Number 9. Keep clipping coupons. Blogger Michelle from Making Sense of Sense used to work as a financial analyst for Millionaire clients. In this post she wrote that surprisingly, her wealthy clients still loved a bargain. According to a 2012 survey, households with average incomes of over $100,000 are twice as likely to use coupons as low-income families. Perhaps this sense of frugality is partly what helped them amass wealth. There's also the argument that shopping wisely and scoring bargains can lead to a greater sense of satisfaction with your purchases. Do you have any questions, tips, or ideas about wealth? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.